ABC7 with breaking news, a massive fire in downtown El Paso. Thank you for joining us for ABC7 at 6. Let's get right to it. The images are incredible coming out of downtown El Paso right now. This is a live look at the scene just over Selwell Signs' head. You can see the flames are still very intense right now. This is happening downtown at the SOTO Hotel in downtown El Paso. It is a hotel that is under renovation right now, but you can see just how intense the flames still are. Massive plumes of black smoke coming out.
Okay, everybody, real quick update. I just had to make a full-on video about this because it is so unbelievably bizarre. So we filmed the last video on the channel at the DeSoto Hotel just a week ago almost, on Tuesday of last week, so the very last week of January, and they were slated to either demolish the building or condemn it. Well, we are getting reports right now that the DeSoto Hotel is in flames. It is a massive fire at the building that they expect is going to destroy the entire hotel. That means that we were the last group to ever investigate the hotel, and that means that a massive part of El Paso history is probably going to be gone by the morning tomorrow. I mean, just look at the pictures. It is the entire 4th floor. If you saw in our last video where the motion ball moved by itself, where so many people had seen so many things, that entire story is in flames. It is a massive, massive fire. And it's making me wonder, you know, did something in the building have to do with this? I mean, that building is so negative and has attracted so much negativity over the years. It just makes sense that it was ended in a fire, you know, and the presence of the demon, the satanic rituals that went on in there. It is so unbelievably bizarre for me to sit here and think that Jeff and I had just filmed that video literally just a little over a week ago, and now the building, built in, like, I believe the 1920s, is going to be gone forever. That is, I mean, it's hard to believe, but yeah, if you haven't seen that video yet, go watch the DeSoto video, because I don't know if what we filmed has something to do with what happened in the building or not, but yeah, I had to update you guys because that is, I mean, honestly, I mean, that's just crazy. I cannot believe that we just filmed there last week, and now this building, after being there almost 100 years, is in flames. So, and I want to remind you guys also that literally, I mean, this is so weird to me, this is shocking. Just over a week ago, when we were filming in the DeSoto Hotel, Jeff, for some reason, noticed a burned portion of the roof, and we talked about a previous fire that happened in the building years ago. And we were talking about fires, and even off camera we were discussing how the building could be, you know, set up into flames so quickly. And yeah, here's that clip right now.
One of the rooms, I'm not real sure which one, like a young girl and her mother, they were cooking food. A fire broke out in the place for some reason. Nobody could get out. Now there's a small child here, a girl. We think she's about 7 or 8. Her name's Sarah, and a lot of people have heard about Sarah. She claims that she started a fire that killed her. Now, the people who have actually seen her pretty clearly say that one side of her face is disfigured, like a bad wound or something. And we got a picture years ago of what appeared to be a little girl, but we don't think it wasn't human. Yeah, she had like ram's horns, in the picture. So and that was downstairs in the basement in what we think is the portal, and it's a little closet. And she was standing there, something big right behind her also, which appeared to be another entity of some sort. And so at that point, we're like, Sarah's not a little girl anymore. It's not Sarah anymore. She's just trying to make you think it's Sarah. But occasionally you hear, you know, a girl giggling and stuff like that, and people getting touched and in the group, and you know, it's just Sarah playing, if that is her.
Is this the only entry to this area? Or not really an entry, but I mean opening?
There's another room that has just the same thing.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, if you notice,
Is that the fire? I mean, I don't understand what that.
You see the black?
Is it mold?
No, that's fire damage.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Fire damage.
So the building next door caught on fire in 1942, and in that fire, a guy named Snowden passed away. He died of the fire, and the fire spread onto this floor, the 4th floor. So it did some damage here. It wasn't horrible damage, it just did enough, but the smoke damage is still noticeable in the rafters above the rooms.
From the 40s.
From the 40s, 1942.
Wow.
It's a long time ago. And it's still there, you know, it's just kind of a mark in history.
That's so cool.
We had 2 house fires growing up, and that doesn't go away.
No.
Even on postcards I've got from when I was a kid,
Yeah.
you can smell the.
You can smell the fire. I guarantee you get up there, you can smell it.
Yeah. Hopefully everyone stays safe out there. Much love to the El Paso community and to everybody. Leon, who was in the video, who rented out the basement, such a great guy. Much love to you, my man. But yeah, let me know your thoughts below. Do you think that something in the building had something to do with the fire? Or, I mean, I don't really know. My mind is swirling right now because this has never happened to me with the timing of when we filmed in a place and when a place was destroyed. So yeah. Anyways, stay spooky, everybody. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll keep you updated on the news about the hotel.
Firefighters there on scene are trying to attack this from above from the ladders. However, according to what we've been hearing over the scanner, the firefighters have been asked to evacuate the building, are now going in a defensive position. This is downtown El Paso, of course. Many of you are familiar with where this is in the SOTO Hotel, but this gives you a bit of a reference point as to where it is. All right, let's take you back out live now as our camera zooms in a little more. As you can see just how intense these flames are inside the hotel. There is just massive amounts of fire inside the DeSoto Hotel right now in downtown El Paso. I believe we have several signs.
It is raging, as you said, Eric, right now behind me. That fire, as you said, all those firefighters are trying to battle that fire from high above on cherry pickers. And right now, this complete area in downtown El Paso, not far from City Hall, is actually being blocked off. We understand the people over at Hotel Indigo, which is adjacent to this hotel, they're being evacuated. A lot of people are being asked to stay away from this particular area. Just about every side, every corner around that hotel is actually blocked off. People are not being allowed inside. There are fears that this building could actually collapse. So they're asking people to stay away from this area, but you can see just how this fire is raging. And you can see embers in through some of those windows. It is one of those battles that firefighters are going to have to continue for quite some time. They're trying to douse it with water, but it is to no avail. Those flames are just shooting right through the roof right now. The smoke, as I was driving in, can be seen for miles. And right now they're just trying to do whatever they can to save whatever they can. Again, people are being asked to stay away from this particular area. I can tell you that a lot of people are gathering where I'm standing right here. I'm standing in the City Hall parking lot.
It just gives you a sense of really the scope of this fire. As we start to zoom out a little bit here, you might be able to see it through some of that thick, dense black smoke that we're seeing. And now, honestly, it's actually difficult to even see that much because the black smoke has overtaken so much of the skyline right now. 2 fire hoses from above are trying to attack some of these spots of the fire right now, but you can see just how intense the flames still are. This is still very early in this fight against such a massive fire. Right there in the middle, you can see just ever so faintly the word Plaza there from the Plaza Hotel, just beyond in the distance. There is a little bit of distance, obviously, so they're not right next to each other.
Yeah, I do want to give you an update as I asked Moreno to push into that. We have seen that parts of the roof have collapsed. They have collapsed. You see those flames shooting through, and as we shoot through some of the windows, you can see that part of that roof has already collapsed, and that's why they're able to get closer to the fires. They're shooting the water through the top of the building. Parts of the roof have already collapsed, so we know that just by looking at it.